couple added to the total. The first delivery came right back into the batsman. Qatar has ticked off their scorecard with a couple. The youngster Sompal Kami is very experienced for Nepal opening the bowlie. Sompal here. A good delivery as well. He won to the leg side. A good chase there by the Nepali fielder. A wonderful fielding effort. Wonderful fielding effort there by the Nepalis. They have a lot of work ahead. This game. But Nepal well known for their great bowling as well. And I'm pretty sure that Nepal will put up a strong fight here against Qatar. 1 or 2 wickets, early wickets from here. It's going to be very tough for the Qatar players. Sompal here. And a big shot there. It's going to be a catch, a good chase catch, and wonderful effort. Just missed there. Great try by the Nepali fielder. Chase all the way to the boundary. Reach fingertips to the hand. A big heave on the leg side by the Qatar batsman. A wonderful fielding effort. That's what Nepal is. That's what they are fighting 11 members. You can see how determined they are to perform very well at this stage. Only one team qualifies from here, so everything looking up to put up a strong fight, their best game into this tournament. Sompal here again, his third delivery. Right on the back foot, tucking it away. The Qatar openers. Faisal on the non-striker. Sompal here again. Oh, that was a chance there. A raw pace there by Sompal. Took an outside edge onto the boundary for 4. Good start here for Qatar. Not so good for Nepal at this stage. Qatar at the first over, 13 for no loss of wicket. Minimal hut there. The aggressor in this Qatar side scoring 12 runs of 5 deliveries with 2 boundaries. The Faisal Javed on 1, Qatar 13 for no loss at the end of the first over. So brilliant start for the Qatar team. It's quite interesting to see how Sandeep Lamachani is going to come here and bowl. I'm pretty sure the captain Paras Khatka will introduce Sandeep quite early in this innings as well to get that breakthrough. He's well known for his wicket-taking abilities. Hence, we might be able to see Sandeep Lamachani in the power play. We saw him bowling in the power play during the IPL. So there's a lot of experience behind him. All his entire team has a lot of experience playing in overseas. It's quite different experience here in Singapore. Yes, it's Sandeep. That's the second over. Exactly what we were hoping for. Nepal is looking to take a wicket here. A breakthrough from here will put Qatar right back on the back foot, and that's what we were talking about. Leg side swept and wonderful catch there. Fine leg moving on and take the first wicket. That is Sandeep's first wicket, first delivery. He's showing his capabilities, his experience coming right handy at the early part of Qatar's chase to put right back on the back foot. The Qatar opening batsman trying for that big sweep. Faisal falling to some deep Lamishane, the first delivery of the second over. 13 for now, Qatar. 110 to chase in 19 overs. I'm not sure that's the right choice of shots that the batsman opted. At this stage, you should have taken a little bit more time, understand his bowling, get back to a rhythm, taken one or two singles. There is more of a one or two. There is more of a singles game. If Qatar is looking to win this game, they have to play sensibly. They have to play cleverly against Nepal, knowing that Nepal is not going to give away anything easily. Very interesting first over, and again an interesting start to the second over of the first ball. Sandeep taking the opener. Here comes the new batsman Kamran Khan facing Sandeep. Oh, wonderful delivery there. I have Shamal De Silva with me. Hi, Shamal.
Good morning, Subho. Good to see you. Nepal's going to give in a fight. Sandeep Lamichan straight away into the attack. Nepal attacking with their big guns up front. The only way they were going to win is get 10 wickets. Restricting Qatar to this 123 target would otherwise be quite impossible. Inamul Haq, he'll hold the key together with Kashif, the captain for Qatar. Two very experienced players. At the moment, Inamul's batting with Kamran Khan. They'll be looking at the partnership from which they can close out the match. Qatar's got to be smart the way they go about this chase. Identify that Lamichan poses the threat. Make sure that you don't lose too many wickets against him. And just pace your innings. Wickets playing beautifully and consistently. 123. Should be a tricky chase. Flicked away to deep long leg.
That's a first single for Kamran Khan. Inam started very well in the first over, scoring 13 runs. He's key to this chase. And also one thing to note that Nepal has a very good fan base right up there here in the ground. Since early in the morning from 9 o'clock they have been here to support their team.
Yes, it's been amazing, the atmosphere here at the Singapore Indian Association. At the end of 2 overs, Qatar 15 for the loss of 1 wicket. This game is evenly poised at the moment and it's going to be an amazing encounter. If you're anywhere nearby, do come down. Don't miss the live action. Paras Datka, the captain of Nepal, marshalling his troops, making sure that he's got the fielders in the right places. So very good to see you. How's the old knee doing?
Recovering, it will take some time. But hope that it will be a faster recovery, not have to wait 3 months. But let's see how it goes.
Wish you a speedy recovery and looking forward to seeing you back on the park soon. I know you love your cricket.
Thanks, Jamal.
Narayan Rajbanshi from the Balestier Road end. Nepal going straight away to spin.
He's going to to be a tough fight for Qatar side. It's not going to be easy, even though they're right back on track with their run rate. They still need to play sensibly to reach this. They don't have to do anything fancy. Just taking those singles and put away the bad ball will do the job for them. But Nepal, we know with the experience there, they have been in this situation many a times. They have played very good cricket all around the world. So it's going to be a tough fight. It's going to be a tough match.
That's exactly what we want to see in this ICC World T20 Qualifier Asia Final. It's been amazing cricket thus far. Rajbanshi. Up in the air, swept away. Magnificent six.
Cameron's first boundary right out of the park. A big heave onto the leg side for six.
Strong wrists, getting right underneath that ball. Not an easy shot, made it look extremely easy. I think the power play is also going to be crucial in this game. While the ball is still new and hard, make maximum use of it.
Very good cricket by Qatar, putting the pressure right back onto the bowler right at the start of the over. Second delivery, put away for a six. The score moves on to 21. Very good delivery there by Rajbanshi. Nepal needs wickets. That will come with a lot of dot deliveries, but with the type of batting that Qatar has, it's going to be bang bang from first ball. That's what happened in the first over. But if they can maintain their head calm, it should do the job for Qatar.
I think also Qatar should understand singles are crucial to mix it up with the boundaries. That's how you can make an over into a big over. Nepal's got a backward point, cover, extra cover, long off, mid wicket, back to square leg, mid on and a deep mid wicket. Khan's been kept quiet here by Rajbanshi.
Very good comeback by the spinner.
It's all about these dots, stringing a pearl of dots, building the pressure, looking to take another wicket.
Last delivery of Rajbanshi's first over. A beautiful delivery. Oh, that's so unfortunate. No ball here.
That's criminal for a spinner to overstep. Free hit conceded. Khan be licking his lips.
The captain wouldn't be very happy, the Nepal captain.
Entire Nepal team, very passionate, very expressive. Backed by a huge fan following here. It's a lovely atmosphere at the Singapore Indian Association.
That was a brilliant shot through extra covers. Got the elevation, put away for four. That's the end of Rajbanshi's over. Going for some runs. Qatar now at 26 for loss of 1 wicket at the end of the third over. Rajbanshi going at 11 runs in that over after a fantastic over from Sandeep Lamishani bowling. His first over just for 2 runs and picking up that wicket in the first delivery. I think his 4 overs is going to set the foundation for Nepal, because he has a lot of experience bowling in the power play. He has been doing that in the IPL stage.
Because I think what the other bowlers and the rest of the team in Nepal and the bowling unit need to understand is Qatar would assess this situation and they'll play cautiously not to give too many wickets away to Lamishan. So they'd be looking to score 5-6 runs off his over without taking too much risk.
Well, facing Sandeep.
Bowling an excellent trajectory, not allowing the batsman to get underneath it. Seem to have assessed the pitch beautifully. The Nepal pro. Sandeep Lamishane.
Clever thing to do as well. Just come off the strike, give the opportunity to the next batsman. Try to rotate the strike against Sandeep is the best option at this moment. Wickets in hand, they can do anything later.
There's a huge appeal, but the man that matters says not out. So I think the Qatar batsmen, they look to get the run rate under control in the power play overs. So there's no real scoreboard pressure. And even singles will enable them to get to the required target. The huge appeal. Nepal feeling strongly about that. And their crowd are getting right behind them. This is fascinating to see. It's excellent cricket here at the Singapore Indian Association ICC World T20 Qualifiers Asia Final. The match has lived up to its billing, Sugo.
Yeah, Cameron is getting a bit impatient here. This is not the type of shots that you would be playing against a world-class bowler, especially when he has taken the wicket, but eventually, oh, good attempt there. This is the second time that we saw from the Nepali batsman, being very athletic in the field, going for those catches, but not so fortunate. Got the fingertips onto it. Unfortunate for Nepal, but fortunate for Qatar.
It looks like Khan's got one way of playing, and he's backing himself, and that might even be the plan. One batsman to attack Lamishane, to upset him. At the moment, it's working for Qatar. Lamishane drops it short. Gets deposited over long leg for 6. Khan's taking the game to Lamishane here. Qatar looking to wrest control of this match. They've bounced back extremely well after their defeat to Singapore yesterday in the curtain raiser. Look very positive from the get-go this morning. Bowled in the right areas. Restricted Nepal to 123. Now putting the pressure even with the bat.
406 to Cameron, moves on to 21 off just 13 deliveries with 2 boundaries and 1 6. And out of that 2 came against Lamishane, quite interesting as well. He has still opted to the strong, opted to big shots, still against a quality bowler, but I think the last 3 deliveries is not up to where Sandeep wanted to be in, but at the end of the day, it was fortunate for Qatar as well. A brave batting.
I think the influence of the calm Inamul Haq's rubbing off the confidence for Khan, and he's playing each ball on its merit, and that's the way to go about it. Not playing the bowler, he's playing the deliveries. But this game of cricket is a very funny game. Couple of quick wickets, and the match could turn on its head. Faraz Katkari in the changes. Current KC being brought on from the Balestier Road end.
Both the batsmen are going at a good strike rate. Cameron on 22, Inamul Haq on 14 of just 9 deliveries.
And I think Qatar are adopting the correct approach here, even though it's a lowish total on this track and on this lightning quick outfield. They are playing a very positive brand of cricket.
Nepal needs wickets from here. They need a 1 or 2 good wickets from here to put pressure back onto the Qatar side. I'm pretty sure that with the Nepal's experience, with Faraz's experience as a captain in the international level, they will be more patient. They will play the patient game here.
Again, a bit of a top edge. Fielder getting underneath it, and it's gone. Karen Casey strikes with his very first ball and removes the dangerous Khan. Nepal are right back in it. This is Sumo turning out to be a heavyweight boxing contest. Both teams exchanging blows, not taking a simple backward step. Excellent cricket.
Excellent bowling by the bowler as well. Wonderful, that is a brilliant catch there, down at the boundary line. You know, Nepal knows that there is a very small total, but with their experience, with their bowling attack, the type of bowling attack that they have, they might be pretty confident as well. There's a little bit of a drizzle coming in, not so good for a good game of cricket, which is happening here.
Yes, the 5th over is in progress, and I believe it takes 5 overs to constitute a game in this tournament. And
Qatar 38 for 1.
That second wicket might be extremely crucial if we were to go into a TLS situation. At the present moment, Qatar 8 runs ahead, but it's only going to matter after 5 overs. Ground staff standing by with the covers. The men that matter, the umpire says the game should play on. And actually it looks just like a little passing drizzle, nothing more. Skies are looking blue.
Obviously we pray for a full game here because it's going to be a very interesting game. The new batsman in Mohammad Tanvir for Qatar.
Tall, elegant right-hander. Flicks it away. Namul Haq. I think he's going to hold the key. He should bat through the innings, make sure that Qatar gets to this total. As far as Nepal's concerned, they would want to keep picking wickets up regularly.
Absolutely, that was going to be the key for this run chase for Qatar. You can see Casey is on full throttle at this point. He's doing exactly what the captain is asking him to do. An intelligent bowling. Honestly, Qatar doesn't need to do anything fancy. They're just 2 wickets down, but the question mark is whether they can handle this pressure. Still a long way to go.
Very good bowling by Karan Casey. Bowling to his field, bowling to his plan, hitting the deck hard. Strongly built lad. Had a chance to have a little chat with him before the game started. Very pleasant young man. Good thinker about the game. Nepal are fired up. Qatar equal to the task.
Pretty sure Nepal has clear plans against these bats, but they were here yesterday watching Singapore versus Qatar game, and with their entire team, I'm pretty sure they are up to a very good strategy against these players. So it's going to be quite interesting whether the game is going to finish on the 20th over or early.
I'll be very surprised if this game goes to the 20th either way. Casey hits the deck hard. He comes onto the bat a bit quicker than he looks. Strongly built lad.
The wicket goes by. The pressure is building on the informed batsman, Namul Haq. It is where the things can go wrong. You know, the dot ball pressure will come into your mind. Then one loose shot will put the entire team back onto a pressure situation.
Haq, a very experienced batsman, played a lot of first-class cricket in Pakistan, played in the circuits all around the Middle East. Calm, head on the shoulders. I think that's the order of the day for Qatar. Well, now there'll always be a decision from this point onwards. We have completed the 5 overs. This is going to be the last over of the power plays. Seems to be a change in the bowling at the Serangoon Road end. Rejmi coming on. Surprise, surprise, more spin.
Ball 2 overs for 14 runs.
Inamul Haq doing the smart thing, stickling it round the corner, collecting and banking the singles. Islamjan's last over was pretty expensive. I think the first over was extremely on the money. Heavily fortified offside ring. Backward point. Point. Extra cover. Short extra cover and a long off.
Tanvir yet to score 5 deliveries. No runs.
As Nepal building the pressure here. Outside edge. Racing away down to the short third man boundary. Qatar will take those. Tanvir wouldn't mind the educated edge to get off the mark.
Obviously, Shamal, their score moves on to 44 for loss of 2 wickets at the end of the 5th over. 5.3 overs, 44 for 2, Qatar. That's the first one boundary for Tanvir.
Excellent comeback there. The bowler edged me a bit unfortunate. I wonder whether you should be keeping a slip, especially that Tanvir is just in and he's been looking a bit scratchy. The ball going away from him. The fact that Nepal needs wickets. Paras Jatka thinks otherwise.
Qatar requires another 79 runs of 14.1 overs to win this game. But Nepal needs just 8 wickets. 8 good deliveries.
And even a bad one that gets a wicket.
But so far it has been a fantastic bowling by the Nepal bowlers.
Still a very close game here, gentlemen. Once again, a big thank you to all our viewers checking in from around the world and in Singapore. Qatar in their chase of 123 for victory, our 45 for the loss of 2 wickets at the end of the allotted 6-over power play. Qatar Icc continue proceedings from the Balestier Road end.
Bright sunny skies coming in, which is a good sign for a good game of cricket. There's still Singapore versus Kuwait game, which is going to happen at 2 o'clock.
Absolutely. Great atmosphere down here at the Singapore Indian Association. Packed crowd, ice creams, it's all happening. A little bit of repairs there for Qatar Icc at the Nepal physio. And we are ready to go.
Qatar Icc is a second over. He bowled his first over for just a single and a wicket in that over.
Tanvir works it away. Deep fine leg. Qatar Icc bowling to a field of third man, backward point, cover, extra cover, long off, long on, mid wicket, deep square leg, and a deep fine leg. Nepal is trying to drag this game deep into the Qatar innings. Nepal already having saved these 5 runs on the field.
The Qatar well within their required run rate at this moment. If they can keep on taking those singles and capitalize on the loose deliveries and put away for boundaries, will do the job for Qatar. But things has been slowed down a bit for Qatar.
I think the next 5 overs are going to be crucial. Pulled away. The long leg. Inamul Haq controlling his shot and the Qatar innings expertly at the moment. With Kashif, the Qatar captain, still, beg your pardon, with Samoa, the Qatar captain still back in the hut. The two players in the middle looking rather settled. So I would fancy their chances at this point. Now both the batsmen moving into singles mode, keeping the scoreboard ticking.
Inamal taking that single with that single. Inamal moves on to 16 of 12 deliveries. Tanvir on 6 of 10 deliveries. A slow start for Tanvir. If he can keep up with a good strike rate, he just needs to give more strike as possible to Inamal to make sure they are well within this game.
I think this has been a good tactical change by Qatar in their batting order. They have assessed that the situation and the scoreboard, the required run rate only requires rotating strike, keeping the scoreboard ticking. They have held back their aggressive strikers. Once again, dug into the pitch. Beautifully controlled. Top quality shot there by Namul Haq. Rolling his wrists on it. Between the deep backward square leg field and long leg. 4 runs. Qatar Icc spoiling the good over. The last ball conceding a boundary.
The first boundary conceded by Qatar Icc has been absolutely brilliant. At the end of 7 overs, Qatar 52 for 2. We have Tanvir 7 of 11 deliveries, Inamal Haq on 21 of 15 deliveries with 3 good boundaries. With Qatar needing 75 runs with 8 wickets hand. They require to get these 75 runs in 13.1 overs. A wicket or two from here will bring Nepal back onto the game again. Rashmi going to start off his second over. Consider 6 on his first over, bowling brilliantly in that first over. Making a good start to his over here.
Down Rashmi. Once again, the outside edge. Racing away.
Ivory has been very athletic on the ground for Nepal.
Yes, Dipendra Singh Ivory. A very busy cricketer, whether he's batting or whether he's on the park. Once again, cutting off at least 2 runs there. I really believe that Nepal's missing a trick here by not having a slip, especially to Tanvir.
This is the second time against the same bowler. Very good single there.
Nepal unhappy with that single being conceded by Rajbanshi, patrolling the short mid-wicket region. They think he should be in cutting that. Nepal playing a very passionate brand of cricket. Leave everything on the park once they're on it. It's wonderful to see. This is excellent batting by the Qatar batsman. Keeping that scoreboard ticking.
Yeah, Tanvir moves on to 8 of 13 deliveries, bringing back Inamal Haq on to strike. The Qatar at 53 for 2 wickets. And this partnership is going to be looking threatening for Nepal at this moment.
Namul Haq punting it over the infield. Sweeper cover does the cleaning up. 1 run to the total. Nepal needs wickets. Qatar will be very pleased with the way the game is proceeding. I think Nepal would be a bit disappointed the way they approached their innings. They couldn't really string together a meaningful partnership at any stage. And the batsmen's shot selections we found wanting in the final analysis.
They have started off well. The captain and vice captain, they put up a good score, but after that things started to slow down a bit, and irregular wickets in between hurt a score of at least 140 to 150, which I think a pass score in this wicket. We have seen yesterday 180 plus scores has been scored in this ground, but obviously today is a new wicket, so things are different. But given Nepal's abilities, I think they should have posted another 20 to 30 runs.
Yes, at the very least, I think 160 is par on this wicket, given the short straight boundaries, the fast outfield. Nepal captain implementing another change of bowling from the Balestier Road end. Looks like Avinash Boara. Right arm medium pacer.
Both Karan Casey and Sandeep Lamechani bowled 2 overs each. Sandeep giving away 14 runs and Karan Casey just 8 runs. I think those are the 2 main bowlers that Nepal has, which they are keeping in their tank for later years, maybe after 15 overs, which is going to be a crucial one by looking at how the things are progressing now at this moment. Qatar requires 66 runs in just 12 overs, so 72 deliveries to get this 66. Nepal still have a very good chance if they can manage to take a wicket from here.
Because I think still there's a long way to go in this game, and it's by no means over. We've all seen how T20 cricket and cricket can be a funny game. Worked away to deep fine leg. Tanvir. The Qatar pair has now settled in and they're batting very intelligently. I think Nepal should not allow the game to just drift. They will have to force the issue. I think Paras Katka, the captain, might be thinking about bringing in a few more fielders into the 30 yards, cutting those singles, asking Qatar to go over the top. Because restricting Qatar to 123, if they don't keep picking wickets up, will be almost impossible.
It has been good 4 overs from Nepal side. I think they wouldn't mind 2 or 3 singles in an over rather than conceding boundaries, which is going to hurt them. But I think in overall with these 8 overs, Nepal has showcased their bowling abilities. Even with a lower total like 123, their bowling attack makes it look like a big total for the opposition.
Yes, I think the key would be, and as we speak, there's a change in the fielding. Fine leg comes up, long off drops back. Previous ball, Namul Haq trying to dance down the wicket. It's a bump ball, a crowd catch. The Nepal fans going berserk here. Wonderful atmosphere. Nepal media down here from Kathmandu. International media, ICC, all covering the match. Haq pulls it away to deep mid-wicket. Once again, brilliant fielding, keeps it down to a single.
Very good support for Nepal. But at the end of the 9th over, Qatar now at 59 for a loss of 2 wickets, requiring 64 runs in just 11 overs. Just touching base on the fan base out here since early morning. They have been here. I had chat with a couple of Nepali fans, and they have been following Nepali cricket for a very, very long time, and they're huge fans. And they follow every individual cricketer. Some of them have taken leave out of their work and to spend the time in the morning to support their favorite players. I think most importantly, Sandeep is one of their favorite friends, as well as a captain for us. So I'm pretty sure that Nepal knows seeing their fans right up there in Indian Association Pavilion, they have to give them a good fight.
Absolutely. And our fellow countryman Roy Dias was instrumental in the development of the game of cricket in Nepal for nearly a decade. And he speaks very fondly of an extremely passionate cricketing community down there. We are witnessing that here firsthand. It's wonderful to see. Once again, that outside edge concedes 4 runs. They brought in their main strike bowler, Sandeep Lamishane. You're looking for wickets. The ball's turning away. And Nepal's missed a trick by not having a slip. They should have had that a couple times. Well, as we speak, Gajendra comes into the slips. I think Paras Gatka has finally got up to the challenge. This is beautiful batting. Anamul Haq expertly manipulating the field. 4 more. This time down to deep fine leg. Brilliant batting. Lamishane beat him in the first ball, outside the edge, taking it. On this occasion, Anamul Haq counters with a deft paddle down to deep fine leg for 4.
2 back-to-back boundaries. Anamul Haq moves on to 32 of just 23 deliveries, and Lamishane conceding 22 runs, going at 9 runs per over. Pretty sure quite disappointing for Sandeep as well. He has been bowling well, but he has been brave batting by the Qatar team as well. They are taking their chances in dragging the game.
Anamul Haq reminds me of one of the former Pakistani greats, Javed Miandad, who is almost able to score a 50 without being noticed on the radar. And I love this style of batting, and he's showing his experience and class. It's a very good ball. The slider, the flipper, whatever you want to call it. Chane getting the revs, the bowling speed, hitting the deck of IA. Well, Nepal are certainly searching for wickets. This might be it. Ball's up in the air. Fielder in it, and he's gone. Lamchane strikes. Tanvir makes the mistake, trying to fetch him from outside off against the spin. Perishes. That was an unnecessary stroke, given that he had already collected about 10 runs off this over.
This is not what Qatar needed. This is the exact reason why Paras, the captain of Nepali team, bring Sandeep into the game to pick up a wicket. That's exactly what he did. He went off for 2 consecutive boundaries, but came back strong and took that wicket. It's a brilliant catch there, as well as a long boundary out there at mid-wicket.
The fielder making it look easy. The bowling change working for Nepal. And once again, when Qatar seems to be cruising, Nepal not letting them get away. This is going to be a very, very interesting game. Well, it's Qatar's game to lose from here. If they underestimate Nepal's tenacity in a pressure situation, they will pay a very expensive price. Wonderful cricket here at the Indian Association.
2 wickets for Lamishane, 55 runs. Qatar needed 55 runs in just 61 deliveries, little over 10 overs. It's going to be a long 10 overs for Qatar. They have to be patient, especially this is not what Qatar needed. Inamal has been batting brilliantly. You just need to give the strike off to him. Make sure that you rotate the strike as much as you can and drag the game closer to the target of 123. But however, Sandeep Lamichhane
almost bowling him. Sairuddin Ibrahim walks out to the middle. Inamul Haq signaling to the changing room. He wishes to have a cap and perhaps a little message in exchange. Might have just been the cap.
That's a halfway through of the innings. Qatar 68 for the loss of 3 wickets, requiring another 55 runs. Nepal needed another 7 wickets to win this game. 60 good deliveries. Halfway through the innings, going to be a well-poised game for both the sides. It's game for both the sides at this moment. I think this is where I'm sure that Nepal's experience, Nepal cricket team's experience is going to come back in. Their dead bowling has to be absolutely on the money.
Yes, and Qatar on the other hand would love for Inamul Haq to bat through to the 16th or so. That's an inside edge. Very fortunate boundary. Buhara going for that in-swinging Yorker. Well, it looks like it's going to be Inamul's day today.
Very close one there. Good delivery by Buhara.
The final reading, they all count. Qatar progressing to 72.
Inamul Haq facing Buhara. Again, well played it.
There should have been easy 2 runs there. Qatar batsmen, if there's any aspect to their game which they would like to give attention to, would be their running between the wickets. They are rather preserving in nature.
A lot of hard-hitting batsmen waiting in the dugout to come in and finish off this game, but it's not going to be easy, I'm sure. The Nepali team must be feeling a bit of pressure, but they know that they can really put pressure back on the Qatar side. It just require a wicket to do that.
Yes, my only concern is Nepal's conceding these singles far too easily. And Qatar exactly requires that. They don't need anything more than singles to win this match. So if Nepal are to really create an issue of those dot balls, they need maybe even 2 or at least 1 more fielder in. Inamul Haq punches it to cover.
They need to look into put more pressure on Ibrahim as well. I mean, I'm not saying that you should be putting pressure on Inamul, but if you can put pressure on Inamul with his type of form that he is in, they'll be rather giving him a single and put more pressure on the non-striker and try to make him do a mistake and get that extra wicket out from here, which will additionally put more pressure on Inamul.
So I think it's going to be crucial to get Ibrahim out early before he gets set in. I think he can hit a long ball. Well, in Qatar they all can. Had the opportunity to speak to the Qatar manager yesterday evening, the hotel. They were very much looking forward to this. That's the end of the over. Qatar 76 for the loss of 3 wickets at the end of 11 overs.
Qatar require another 48 runs in just 54 deliveries, which equally balance both Nepal and Qatar at this stage.
Interesting to see whether Qatar Icc continues to use Lamchane to bowl out his.
Yep, Sandeep Lamchane has bowled 3 overs for 23 runs, picking up 2 wickets, going at 7 runs per over.
I think Paras is backing his ace spinner. He's looking for another wicket, and this time the slip is in place. Lamchane might be looking to sell Ibrahim the dummy, taking a few away and pinning him with the googly. Let's see what goes on here. He's bowling excellent line and speed on this track. He is showing his class.
He's rearing his pace, changing his line. Smart bowling, experienced bowling.
I tell you, he's taking it away. He is setting up.
He's setting up Ibrahim.
Ibrahim for the one that's going to come in and pin him or bowl him. This is looking magnificent. I'm really pleased to see the slip there.
Will there be a big shot?
It's gone up in the air. He's got him! Or has he gone over the rope?
Oh.
It's gone over the rope. The
There you
catch
go
has
with a
been
big shot.
taken, but Ibrahim swings one deep. This is excellent cricket. This is breathtaking cricket at the moment. If you are tuned in, don't go anywhere. It's all happening. Qatar counter-attacking.
Qatar score moves on to 82. 2 back-to-back deliveries beaten by the bat. Then a big shot again.
Shot again, and another misfield. Lamchane goes for 4. That was a poor delivery. It was short, begging to be hit. And Ibrahim obliges, says, "Thank you very much. I'll deposit you back with a square."
2 dot deliveries, followed up with a 6 and a 4. Already 10 in the over.
Yes, I think he was looking to bring that one in. Well, a faster flipper, it just went short. And Ibrahim leaves one.
I think he read well.
This is fascinating. I think that leave was premeditated and it looked really good. He even had time to pose for the cameras. Qatar doing it brilliantly at the moment.
They have to smart against Lamchane not to give away a wicket. And that's exactly what they did.
There we go. Ibrahim has a rush of blood to the head, and having scored 10 runs in that over, perishes by giving the easiest of catches to long off.
It's a cat and a mouse game going on here between the Qatar batsmen and the Nepali bowlers. Qatar requiring just 37 runs of 49 deliveries with 7 wickets in hand. You're just giving away the game to Nepal.
Yes. Visavka, Sharad Visavka, the former captain, makes no mistake. Cool as a cucumber underneath that, pouches the catch. Inamul Haq is furious. He's requiring lots of fluids to keep him calm and cool at this juncture, and it's not the weather. His teammates are increasing his temperature.
He has been hanging there for, Inamul has been hanging there for 28 deliveries, scoring 39 runs. These were over and over again Nepal's experience. of their bowling coming in handy, especially again Paras trusting his ace bowler Sandeep Lamishani to bowl that over, not to bowl dot deliveries but to take those wickets, and he has been doing it for the third time. First over, third over, fourth over, he is picking up 3 wickets.
Is another interesting thing that happened now is well, the captains walked into the middle. Tamur Sajah for Qatar. This is not such a bad thing. He batted really well the other day. He's a very capable player. He's got a complete game, shots all around the park. I think at this juncture in the game, he would be the ideal foil for Inamul Haq. Qatar to see this through. Nepal, on the other hand, they'll be looking to get 2 wickets in a hurry. Starting off with a wide. Vinod Bandari. I beg your pardon. Rajbanshi. Narayan Rajbanshi.
It was not clever running between the wickets. It was easy two in there. Just walked over a single.
He is very relaxed. Too relaxed at the moment. Well, running between the wickets never is Qatar's strength. Can Rajbanshi take one more here? It's good to see Nepal employing the slip. The new batsman.
If they can bowl 2 good overs from here, will be pressure right back on the Qatar team again. I think the wicket of Inamul Haq is the key for Nepal right now, and if they can pick that wicket up, I'm sure Qatar batsman who is coming in next will feel a tremendous pressure.
This game is by no means over. This is excellent bowling. Rajbanshi keeping it tight. Really like to see one more fielder come in, perhaps from the leg side onto the offside to restrict the singles. Then Rajbanshi should be looking to bowl to his field.
He's bowling in good lines, good pace as well, understanding the situation, making sure that he's putting more dot balls, getting the batsman to make a mistake. And that's exactly what Nepal is trying to do. And is that a chance?
That's an excellent shot by the Qatar skipper Kashif, launching that one over long off for 6. This is excellent positive batting. Treating every ball with respect. Then capitalizing. And the ball is in his area. That would have been 6 on any ground. That went a long way.
Much fuller in that occasion from Rajbanshi.
This would augur well for Qatar's net run rate, should it come to that. They're going at a very good pace here. Like I said, either way, it should be done and dusted around the 16th.
With that 6, Qatar score moves on to 94. The loss of 4 wickets at the end of 12 overs. The 13th over is in progress.
This is intelligent batting, rotating the single after the 6. This pair ideally would like to see it through for Qatar.
Final delivery of Rajbanshi's second over.
Seems to be some disturbance behind the bowler's arm.
Rajbanshi has gone for about 10 runs per over. He has considered 20 runs in almost 2 overs. quite hurtful for Nepal team.
Enamul Haq was gone for all money, had that hit. He was struggling, but as it is, makes his ground. At the end of 13 overs, Qatar 96 for the loss of 4 wickets. This juncture well and truly cruising.
Chance miss for Nepal. Qatar recording another 28 runs in just 43 deliveries. A lot of balls left. 42 deliveries, 7 overs. It's going to be quite comfortable as long as they play sensibly. Not much noise from the crowd. Everybody has quieted down. Still, the game is not over yet. Rashmi is starting his third over.
Yes, the Nepal fans, they've certainly gone a bit quieter. That'll change if there's a wicket. Nepal still attacking with the slip, still looking for the wicket. T20 cricket's really about those crucial moments. And I wonder, 2 times they got the edge both off Enamul Haq and Thampir. Instead of getting a wicket, they conceded 8 runs and also a single. Altogether 9 runs in that region. It's important to be aware of the situation.
They had a run-out chance as well in the last over. They could have, I'm pretty sure that Nepal could have easily capitalized on that if they had taken that wicket.
Very intelligent batting here. Enamul Haq deserves, if he does get there, a half century. Well, had he taken those singles which he kept projecting, he would have already been there.
Yeah, of course. Double on 41 of 32 deliveries. Playing the anchor role for Qatar here. Oh, another opportunity here.
He's gone, he's got him. I think that might have been a little judgment error by the skipper Kashif. Not in judging the single, but maybe in judging his partner's intent and ability to run the single.
Very good throw.
Brilliant fielding. Nepal, they were switched on, and it came like a bullet. It came to the correct end, and Enamul Haq is on his way.
Nepal has been athletic throughout this game. That is one of the key areas that they have improved quite a lot over the years, and we have seen today how athletic they have been from the first over itself.
And they are still believing. And this T20 cricket is never short of surprises. And if this games and chase gets complicated, Enamul Haq would have a difficult time looking back at the way this dismissal took place.
Even though it's 27 runs to get in, it's a big pressure onto the new batsman as well, especially for the captain as well. A huge responsibility right now from where they are now at the moment to reach that 27. They really have to play sensibly. They can't go for huge fancy shots. I'm pretty sure that Nepal will come back really hard at them. We see a couple of fielders coming back into the field as well.
This is good captaincy here now. Paris Katka. Mohammad Rizlan, the new batsman, in for Qatar. Rejmi is bowling brilliantly. This game is far from over. This is fantastic T20 cricket. What an event. The ICC World T20 Qualifiers Asia Final. No team is willing to just succumb and die quietly. Nepal certainly will not die wandering. This is very, very good bowling, intelligent cricket. Qatar 97 for the loss of 5 wickets at the end of 14 overs. How crucial will that run out be? Now it puts all the pressure on the Qatar captain Kashif to see this through. If Nepal manage to get him out, I tell you, this game is going to get very interesting. Should Tamur Sajjar remain, he will see through Qatar to a memorable victory. They've done really well. Can they close it off? Avinash Bohara continues from the Balestier Road end. Sajjar. It's a good delivery, attacking the stumps, and that's the way to go about it. Speaking to Saad Khan Janjua, legendary former Singapore captain and fast bowler, I asked him what would be the areas on this kind of surface, and especially on this wicket. He kept telling me wicket to wicket. Well, the noise has certainly picked up from the fanfare, the crowd supporting Nepal.
Just have to mention that previous was over a wicket laden over, brilliantly bowled under pressure, set up everything perfectly for Nepal.
Huck's dismissal is, both these two batsmen seem to be more purposefully running between the wickets.
Yeah, absolutely. At the same time, really dangerous for the Qatar team.
This is a wonderful. The Qatar captain's been run out. Nepal are pulling this back. The crowd's going bonkers. Excellent. Tamur Sajjar is run out. There's been a mix-up. Deependra Singh brilliantly throws himself to his left and sends a flat lightning throw. No mistakes by the wicketkeeper. Qatar.
Luck coming back right onto Nepali side. What a brilliant fielding there by Deependra, putting himself around. That's what we were talking about earlier. The body language has changed. The bowler's rhythm has changed. The fielders are right on the edge to save that single.
Yes, I think that was what we were talking about before as well. Having that extra man in the ring. Cut that single, created the opportunity. It's number 33, Noman, walks out for Qatar. I tell you what, the momentum has certainly been shifting.
6 wickets down, 2 new batsmen, yet to score a run.
Nepal needs 4 good balls or even a bad ball that takes wickets, and they'll be winning this one.
Has been bowling absolutely brilliantly. I have to tell you, they bowled their heart out in the last 2 to 3 overs, put pressure on Qatar team. There was a walk in the park for the Qatar team at one point when Inamul was there, but unfortunately for Qatar, Inamul run out. But now suddenly you see that Nepal side right back in the game, putting pressure every time you see Deependra again.
I love this player, Deependra Singh. He's an absolute live wire on the park. Rejmi.
That's a great finish to the over. Bohara bowling 3 overs for just 13 runs, going at 4.5 runs per over. And absolutely amazing.
I think on a day where the big names of Nepal bowling were put under pressure by the Qataris, the rest of the bowling unit has stood up. And as a team, they've managed to put the pressure and keep it on Qatar. Qatar's 100 is up. The end of 15 overs for the loss of 6 wickets. The
cat and mouse game continues. Nepal edging closer again, just 30 deliveries, 4 wickets to take. Qatar requiring another 23 runs. 2 new batsmen in the centre.
Is the key wicket of Tamur Sajad, the captain, who has a very cool head. I think getting him out for a run out would have been a vital situation in this game. Rejmi
To Rizlan.
beautifully bowled. Noman Sawa. Can he take Qatar to victory? Can Rejmi bowl Nepal to this famous victory? It's all happening. Well, Noman Sawa is not going to die wandering either. Pulled out the old paddle sweep from the top drawer.
Tough times for Qatar here. This is the Rishmi's last over. So Paras has to find another bowler to bring it in.
This is excellent bowling by Rejmi.
Lamishani has bowled his entire 4 overs. With Rejmi going to finish his 4th over. They still have Raj Banshi left with 2 more overs, and Sompal, one of the good fast bowlers that Nepal had for over the years, is yet to bowl his 3 overs as well. So maybe they're thinking of bringing back.
I wouldn't even mind seeing one more fielder come up. Oman Sawa, it looks like he's getting tensed here. The dot ball's being bowled at him. Might try to free his arms and go for a big hit here. I'm telling you, Rejmi is bowling beautifully today. The Singapore Indian Association here. Punched away down for a single. And singles is what really Qatar needs. You're going to get the odd boundary. Should be a comfortable chase. But the fact is 6 wickets down. Nepal refusing to go away. It's a wonderful, wonderful game of cricket.
This purely the experience, bringing back into this game, showing the rest of the teams as well how experience is going to help winning this type of games, defending lower total. It's purely good line and length, changing the pace of the deliveries. It's not like a bowler's paradise for Nepal to take everything away. It's purely the experience coming in handy for Nepal here.
This is high quality execution. That's the end of another very economical and effective over. Rejmi.
Rejmi finishing his 4 overs for 14 runs. Unfortunate, no wickets for him, but he has an economy rate of 3.5 in a T20 game, defending 123, bowling at 3.5 economy. Absolutely amazing. Wonderful bit of bowling, and I think the credit goes to Paras Khatka as well, managing these bowlers carefully. But I think from here onwards, another 4 overs, they have enough bowlers to restrict Qatar and win this game. But game for anybody to take.
Current Casey's got 2 remaining, so I'm guessing he'll be bowling the 17th and the 19th.
Raj Bansi has 2 more overs, but he's been on the expensive side, giving 21 runs. So Paul, the opening ball.
The umpires unmoved. Crowd joining in on the appeal. Getting engrossed in this match. This is amazing. The Singapore Indian Association almost feels like it's packed to its capacity.
Karan Casey felt that he got his man.
Yes, I think that was a very optimistic appeal. These are very experienced umpires. They've been doing a very consistent, brilliant job.
Huge pressure on Qatar now. Good bowling there by Casey. Has been bowling stump to stump all his 2 overs, giving away that win outside the off stump.
Mohammad Rizlan playing a beautiful shot there. Just guiding the ball back to the point. Pure timing, 4 runs. Yes, Karan Casey should be bowling wicket to wicket, and he has no business bowling that far outside the off stump. It's a much better delivery.
That's what he should be looking to do.
Mohammad Rizlan looks a very technically correct and capable player. He also seems rather unruffled. This might be part of Qatar's tactical plan to keep some of their more conservative type batsmen to the end. Well, Karan Casey's got the ball in hand. See what he can do. Tell you what, there's blue and pink Nepal shirts going everywhere in the park. Everybody's backing up. The Qatar batsmen have decided to have a mid-pitch conference. It's all happening here. What a wonderful game of cricket. So it's been a pleasure commentating with you. We've been sharing the park some time ago and now the Combox, and what a wonderful game to do this in.
Absolutely.
Once again, big appeal. The umpire decides otherwise. And the Qatari batsmen scamper through for a single. Well, Qatar have managed to make a chase of this total after all.
They're just 16 runs away with 4 wickets in hand for Nepal to take it. It's going to go down the wire, Jamal. It's not going to be easy for both the sides. But if I have to guess, I would have bet on Nepal.
Yes. We'll see how it unfolds. Not much of a betting man. The best bet I made was to keep my money in the pocket. Both Malaysia and Singapore eagerly watching this contest. It's a good bit of backing up
By Sompal.
Sompal Kami cutting off the angle there. Karan Casey, he'd be a bit disappointed with that over, though he didn't give away much. He never looked like he was going to get a wicket. Was he bowled outside the off stump, on the pads? He was a bit all over the place.
Completely different from the approach that he had for the first 2 overs that he bowled, just giving away 8 runs. But still, he just gave about 5 runs. But that 5 runs is too much at this stage of the game, where Rajmi Bora has been putting so much pressure in that crucial moment up till now to set up this game nicely for Nepal.
Yeah, Bora coming back on from the Serangoon Road end. I think he bowled very well. Let's see whether he can pick one up for Nepal. The fans at both the Singapore Cricket Indian Association and back home in Nepal be urging Bora on to pick one more.
This is Bora's last over.
Here's a field of a third man, backward point, cover, sweeper cover, and a long off. There's a long on, short mid wicket, deep backward square leg, and a fine leg. Right. Norman Sawa on strike for Qatar. The 18th over is about to commence.
Norman Sarra on 3 of 6 balls. Mohammad Rizlan 5 of 10 deliveries with 1 boundary. So that was a nasty fall. Hope nothing happens. It's trying to generate much pace there by the bowler.
Norman Sawa manages a single. Qatar just requires 14 runs for victory of 17 deliveries. Nepal requires 4 wickets. Now this is something I've been going on about. The Nepal wicketkeeper has decided it's a smart thing to leave the helmet behind. In such a low scoring situation, if the ball hits that, that's 5 runs. You have to be thinking about these things.
Yeah, you're correct, Shamal. When you can't take those chances at this moment, anything can happen.
I'm absolutely surprised that all the analysts, the coaching, and even the experienced players haven't picked that one up. All it takes for you is one ball to hit the helmet.
Nicely placed by Sarwa, picking up two runs. The Qatar score moves on to 112 in 17.3 overs for 6 wickets. Both these batsmen haven't tried anything fancy, which is good for Qatar.
Yes, I think they've been batting extremely sensibly, assessing exactly what's required. Brilliant fielding once again, but the ball gets away. Once again, it's that fielder Deependra Singh. Certainly saved a single there for Nepal. Throwing himself to the right. Duswaka, a bit of encouragement and advice. Bohara steaming in.
Qatar slowly but steadily edging closer to the victory. Just 10 runs required from 14 deliveries.
Yes, Qatar now within 2 strikes.
I think Nepal still can come back into the game if they can pick up a couple of wickets from here. Just require a couple of wickets.
This is very intelligent batting by the Qatar batsman. But what Nepal also does require is to pack one side of the field and bowl to it. At the end of the
18th over, Qatar 115 for loss of 6 wickets. Sarwar batting 8 runs of 10 deliveries, going at an 80 strike rate, and Rizlan on 7 runs from 12 deliveries with 1 boundary.
And as we speak, the 12th man picks the helmet up, which is a smart thing. Just 8 runs required by Qatar. Nepal still not giving up, fighting on. I think Nepal has done really well to drag this game deep into the 19th over of this match. Qatar just complicated their chase. They should have been at the pool by now. This game is still not over. Let's see how it goes. Whether there are going to be any more twists and turns to this fascinating game. Game 3 of this ICC World T20 Qualifiers Asia Final. Coming up after this, Singapore taking on Kuwait at 2 p.m.
Here we go, the 19th over. Karan Casey going to bowl his last over. Can he finish this over well? This is where his experience needs to come in at this moment.
Sawa beautifully driving it to long off. I still feel that there's a bit of an appeal, more in hope than anything else. The umpires seem to be discussing. I don't know what they're discussing about.
It's an appeal for a catch.
Umpires have decided it's not out. Mohammad Rizlan. And Norman Sawa. Very crucial 17-run partnership between these two. Gone if it hits. It doesn't. Rizlan makes it through. The context of the game, this 18-run partnership has been absolute gold for Qatar. More importantly, they've been really sensible about the way they've gone about their business. They run hard between the wickets. They looked smart about the way they're chasing this total down. Short into the pitch. Qatar Icc trying to get one up, see whether he can extract a mistake.
Like as you mentioned, Shamal, this partnership has proved to be one of the good partnerships that Qatar had, and they played absolutely sensibly. Only one boundary in their partnership, going at 4.6 runs per over. They played together for 4 overs, and they never look uncomfortable against the Nepal attack. Given the point when both the batsmen were there, they were yet to score a single run. 2 new batsmen at that point with 27 runs to chase. Now just 5 runs away from a brilliant victory. It's going to lift huge spirits from the Qatar team, because winning against Nepal is not easy, given their strength, their abilities, their skill.
Yes, and he's going to throw the tournament wide open. So I'm sure Nepal will bounce back strongly. Qatar now 1 strike away. They move within the 123 required. There's a few clouds hovering over the Indian Association ground, cooling things down.
It's going to be quite interesting, Jamal, to see who's going to bowl that last over. Namichani finishes 4 overs alongside Karan, Rajmi and Bohara, left with Raj Banshi and Sompal. Sompal has been expensive in that first over, but I'm not too sure. I'm just gambling on Raj Banshi at this moment, because he bowled well, not so well. 2 overs for 21 runs, going at 10 runs per over. So these are the only 2 bowlers that left for us to use it. Now just for us to defend.
I tell you what, Raj Banshi can elevate himself to national hero status if he pulls this one off. Anything can happen. Like I said, the game isn't over till the fat lady sings. But now I can hear her clearing her voice.
Yeah, it is Raj Banshi. Going to bowl the last over, requiring 4 runs for Qatar to win this game. And Nepal needs to restrict them for just 2 runs.
Norman Sawa, big unit from Qatar on strike. He's batted really intelligently. Might look to deposit this one. Once again, Deependra Singh. If anything, Nepal's fielding has been brilliant. But they'll be disappointed with the way they threw away their wickets, the set batsmen of Nepal, and also in terms of some of the overs and some of the areas or some of the points they missed in terms of like having the slip. All those little occasions where they could have seized the momentum. It's been a brilliant match of cricket.
They bowl really well. Or is that the
That's
game
an outside
for Qatar?
edge. It's gone down. 4 runs and Qatar wins. Norman Sawa sees them through.